main, and in the meantime, Tyler's taking a very fast second gas. Big difference from last game where Machine actually did steal the gas, which had a pretty significant impact on that blink play.
Yeah, that's true. It was delayed there a little bit. Drone's going to now move his way out, and his Zealot will be coming out as the Cybernetics core completes. We've also got the Queen almost finished, and of course the hatch nearly completed here for Machine as he sends his first 2 Zerglings out to the map.
Now, I am feeling very suspicious about this one probe that's just hanging out up at the top side. Sentry coming out for Tyler. Have to be so careful about that rally point. Don't want the sentry popping out. Oh, thank you, Tyler. Sending it to the right place. And it looks like Tyler is just continuing to make probes, but I mean, at this point in time, there very may well be a forward pylon that gets thrown down here, or perhaps a timing scout. Very nice by Tyler. Wants to know exactly what's up.
So this suspicious little guy will move on forward. EGMachine smartly putting down a spine crawler. Queen off of that creep just a little bit since the hatchery finished, not able to chase after that probe, and that probe's going to get a clear view of everything going on here, which is not much, which I think is okay with Tyler. He's got a good idea. Queen does come out. He will drop down the creep tumor to connect the 2 bases and then try to take out that probe.
He didn't see the wiggly spawning pool because the spawn does wiggle really fast when there is speed researching. See, here we go. If Machine clicks it, we can see the wiggly pool. It's kind of wiggling. I'd love it. No, he's going to morph a layer. Anyways, there's 2 gateways going down in Tyler's base. Very common way to play PvZ. You go 3 gate, getting almost exclusively sentries. What do you do with all that leftover money? You expand with it. So notice as these 2 finish, Warp Gate will be finishing at the exact same time, and a new base shall behold at the front.
Moves his army out there exactly like clockwork. Nexus goes down on the other side for the Zerg, waiting for that lair to finish. And then this is something that where Machine has differed from somewhat other the Zergs are doing, is that he puts down this second spine crawler here. I think that maybe just almost in fear of what could come in terms of a push. But in the last game, it made a huge difference.
Yeah, and plus Machine is well known for advancing forward with those spine crawlers, being very aggressive when he begins creeping up the map. We already do see a creep tumor there by the natural expansion. His hatchery's just finished. The Roach Warrant also going down now. Very clearly wants to get Roach speed, perhaps some Overseers to poke in, but a very calm start to the second game.
Tyler with a lot of sentries out there allows him to do a lot of blockage with any sort of units that may come out. We've also got 1 Zergling beating down on the rocks of that gold, so in about 15 minutes we'll let you know how he's doing on that. He's going to spawn some more larvae, just continue this production now. He's getting speed. He's really droning up right now, getting roach speed and burrow. So we'll have to see exactly where he decides to go with that. No roaches yet out on the field. First one is about ready to come.
I mean, perhaps he's taking a lesson from the Little Ones book about how you can use the burrow to get around those force fields. And one thing to note about Tyler right now, a lot of people will end up getting 4 extra gateways or so. They want to get 6 total to do some giant push or so. But Tyler seems to be broke this whole time. That's not because he's doing something wrong. It's because he's doing something right. He is spending his money so well, not forgetting any pylons, constantly building out of these 3 gateways that he can't even afford to do anything else. That is a real true testament to his fundamentals.
Another gateway going down. In fact, make that 2 over there, bringing it a total to 5 warp gates as he continues to pump out some gateway units and a nice number. Initial roaches from Machine got pushed out. And this is actually very similar to how I feel like the game went between Machine and TT1 in comparison to what we saw in the last game. Heavy roaches, but a super solid push by the Protoss player ultimately to break the Zerg, and it looks like it might be exactly the same thing that could happen here.
Wow, and this timing is actually really brilliant by Tyler, because note that this layer just finished. If Machine built a Spire instead of a Roach Warren, this push would be coming a little while before the Mutalisks are even done. We won't get to see that in this game, but still very nice play. Can he even see that Overlord there? No, but I'm sure he's aware of it. And 5 gateways now finishing for Tyler as he mounts up to do a large push.
He's got roach speed. Machine has roach speed, and he also has burrow with a lot more roaches coming out. And here we go. These 2 armies are going to clash right here. Force fields will actually contain them all, and he will instantly burrow with absolutely nothing. Oh, look at that waste of force fields. No observing out there to do to catch those burrowed roaches.
So now he's going to be advancing forward, and if he just continues to roach burrow, it's going to be very hard for Machine to even lose a roach. This is a very, very intimidating push. Look at this, just waiting until everything's healed, and he's going to pop right up. Tyler is going to try to do as much damage as he can, but the real question is, will he get that observer up in time? And there's the unburrow. He loses one roach, 2 are down, and he's going to lose just 3 roaches thus far. Very, very nice play by Machine.
And he's got a lot more coming in to reinforce. 6 actually coming out with a grand total, looking at the unit count station, of 24 roaches right now, which is pretty impressive numbers, and using that burrow very effectively. However, there was a robo facility going down, so it's likely we will have an observer. Yes, it is finishing up right now, and of course that becomes much less effective when there's an observer there. You're just burrowed and getting hit with ridiculous amounts of damage.
Very nice timing out here by Tyler. Again, also making certain to get that Immortal out as quickly as possible, knocking down these destructible rocks. And meanwhile, back in camp, Machine, those spine crawlers advancing forward again, helping control that Zell Naga. There's the hatchery at the gold going down. In the main, Spire's done, and 9 Mutalisks in production, and absolutely nothing for Tyler to defend. That roach push caused an over-response from Tyler, and unless he does a lot of damage with this push, those Mutalisks will counter and do huge damage.
Yeah, and those Mutas are about ready to hit the field right now. We'll see if he'll actually get them out into play before this push comes. Mutas do see the imminent attack that is upon them. Roaches are going to try to move into position. Spinecrawler getting some initial damage. Mutas are going to come out to assist in this battle, being very careful, microing his roaches very well. Force field splitting these units, and Mutas need to get out of there. Both Spinecrawlers do go, excuse me, the front Spinecrawler goes down, and this army's still looking good for Tyler.
And I don't know if Tyler even has a forge. He is putting a lot into this attack. He needs to win with this one large push, but this is exactly how Machine lost last game, and here are the roaches getting caught off guard, actually getting surrounded. Tyler cleverly pulling back these stalkers to rejoin with his forces, and Tyler doing a good job of keeping everything together, but this is a huge counter push by EGMachine, and this is a brilliant move right now. Oh no, even not leaving any zealots there, and the main is completely vulnerable. We see Machine running units down to the opposite side, and this counterplay by Machine could be the key to winning.
He's going to do some more Muta harass. These roaches are literally just putting themselves into a corner now. During this time, lots of overlords have gone down, and Machine is still supply block, finally getting some more up there. He's also split this army. There's 2 more overlords over here that may get killed as well. The Muta's doing a ton of damage. No mining happening from the main. Here comes the entire army of Machine, and he can't lose any of those Mutas. He does lose one of them. Stalker's doing a ton of damage there.
And this is a very clever play by Tyler. Might seem a little bit extreme just to track down this small number of units, but he wants to make sure he can do some guaranteed damage. Doesn't want to worry about any roaches swinging around from the backside. And right now, Mutalisk getting pinched off. More Mutalisk getting morphed in by Tyler in the back. Machine trying to do damage back here, but in the meantime, look at this nice army that Machine has macroed up.
Yeah, he has. He's just been pumping out those units the entire time. 6 additional Mutas, 7 additional Mutas being there, a bunch of Lings as well, but here comes the repush by Tyler. He's handled the situation. Now he's moving forward.
And there's the advancement. No zealots in the forest. These stalkers and these force fields are going to have to be huge. They're going to have to do a lot of damage, but that one immortal, 8 kills on it. All of those are roaches doing so much help in this fight. And Tyler now advancing farther forward. He is now pushing up to the spine crawler. Again, he even has defense stalkers at the back of his base. And there's the final push by Machine. He needs to defend. Force fields going up. The immortal working through these roaches. And Tyler, oh no, it looks like Tyler's going to crush through it and get all these free overlord kills. Machine cannot afford to be supply blocked at a time like this. More units from Machine streaming forward, and will Machine actually repel this push?
Wow, it would be amazing if he does, even with Guardian Shield up, still managing to do it. Even more and more overlords falling in battle. That immortal almost getting taken out, but he cannot push forward with that. EGMachine, not a huge army, and Tyler will continue to push forward. He wants to finish it right here.
He is getting supply blocked, 90 of 78 food. These are the last units that Machine has on the field, and GG!
Wow.
Tyler's decision-making when that split by Machine was brilliant, to just run past the army straight to Tyler's main, but Tyler remained calm, split his forces up, and in particular, I loved how he just executed that group of 20 roaches heading to the south.
That is a situation that EGMachine is in right now. He has chosen, of course,
Scrap Station.
That's correct.
Now, I am curious what map Tyler downvoted, because the players do get one map to downvote. The first map was the very Zerg-favored Blistering Sands, and now we're on the very Zerg-favored Scrap Station. So I'm curious if he just said, I don't want to play on Desert Oasis or something like that, as many players have been doing in this tournament, with the exception, of course, of Sock.
Yeah, who gave us one heck of a game on that particular matchup. So we are tied one map apiece. The winner of this map will move on. The loser, unfortunately, will be eliminated from the competition. A lot on the line right here. We're going to get our colors situated. And are these players ready, Day 9?
Well, it depends on whether or not the crowd is ready for the first semifinal of the losers bracket to wrap up. EGMachine and LiquidTyler tied 1-1. This is the same situation that Tyler was in when he was up against Rhett. What will we have in store on Scrap Station from both players? If you would like Tyler to close us out and get more Liquid in the top 4, give a cheer for LiquidTyler.
And of course,